So look, bro, I'm gonna make a PowerPoint on this, bro, but pretty much, right? Psychology is spiritual, bro. And what that pretty much means is that psychology, right, is not physical. It's of the non-physical. You know what I'm saying? Like, psychology is not a physical thing. Now, with that being said, the reason why I'm saying that is because people think psychology is physical due to the fact that, we have the brain. All the brain does is interpret intelligence. In different parts of your brain, interpret different intelligences. Same with your gut, and you know what I'm saying. And it's like your gut has different intelligence that makes it digest food. Your heart has intelligence that makes it beat and stuff like that. But the intelligence is not physical. It's just that the origins of the intelligence is not physical. And the reason I said it like that is because intelligence can form itself into a physical thing, because intelligence is super freaking intelligent and knows how to do that. You see what I'm saying? Even if it doesn't know how to do it consciously, it can do that. And what if, as humans, we could get to a point where we can actually learn how to do that consciously when we get super duper intelligent, because that's maybe that's what them freaking yogis and the monks been doing and stuff like that. Maybe though. That's just a maybe though. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand that depending on what you believe and stuff like that, that what I just said is going to sound completely crazy and you're going to completely dismiss a lot of the stuff that I say. But guess what? I don't care. I don't. Like, I really don't, because it's like, you're going to have to watch the PowerPoint. You see what I'm saying? When I finish making it, I've been outlining it. It's going to drop. And it's like, yeah, bro, psychology is spiritual, bro. This stuff is not physical. And when we start to understand that, instead of, because wonder what happens in psychology and stuff like that, you may have certain non-physical things happen, right? And then your brain's interpreting that, and all psychology could do, well, I guess I would say psychiatry, is that when you get prescribed drugs and stuff like that, they just shut off parts of your brain that make you stop interpreting certain things. You know what I'm saying? But the non-physical aspect is still there. So I remember me and my boy was talking about this before, because remember I mentioned how one of my subscribers, right? If you watching this, my boy, what's good? You know I'm talking about you. We talked about how he had a schizophrenia, and he was seeing things appear and disappear and stuff like that, right? And we was like, oh, specifically my boy. I mean, I agree with him, and I felt this same way, but I never really even put it like this. And I'm like, yo, that's a freaking fact. He was like, you see something like that, bro? Instead of, because he actually wants to be a psychologist, and he was like, yo, something, because he's in school for it. He's like, yo, something like that, bro. Well, he's going to school for it. He's like, yo, he already went to school. He's going to more school. I'm sorry, I keep on. Anyway, he's like, when it comes to that, bro, instead of just like prescribing pills or something like that, you should take them to like a shaman. And I'm like, facts. Because like shamans is training, they understand the non-physical aspect of this type of stuff, because psychology is spiritual, bro. And in the physical aspect, this is the fact that your brain interprets intelligence, because intelligence formed itself into this physical thing in order to interpret itself, aka in order to become conscious. Because consciousness is just being aware of your own awareness, aka knowing that you're aware, knowing that you're, because intelligence is just doing its thing, but that makes a body, and that's able to know, like, hey, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So psychology is spiritual. The PowerPoint's coming out soon, and it's like, yeah, bro, I don't wanna keep on. Wait. Here's why I want to make it. I'm tired of having to explain certain stuff all the time. It's like, I'm about to just recommend. It's like, bro, if someone disagrees, I'm about like, yo, just watch this PowerPoint. You feel me? You don't go watch the full thing. Go to this section, because I'm gonna have the sections, and then it's like, it's a PowerPoint, so it's gonna be easier to section. And it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm tired of having. The main thing I don't want to explain is the fact that pretty much intelligence is not physical, and that spirits are intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm gonna explain in communicating with spirit guides also. But I already explained what spirits are. But it's like, yeah, what spirits are is intelligence. Intelligence is spirits. It's all the same thing. And it's like, the reason why we gotta understand that is because thoughts and emotions are crazy and not that crazy. And here's what I mean. Thoughts and emotions are crazier than we think, but when people think about spirits, it's not really that crazy when you get used to it. Because it's like, you don't even gotta always see stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, like, if you like imagine like if you were just because you know how like, in your dreams, right, your thoughts and emotions become certain things, you know what I'm saying? And it's like imagine if you just became comfortable with that, you know what I'm saying? Because that's really what's going on at the deeper level, you know what I'm saying? Like even though right now while being alive, well not while being alive, but like while acting inside the world, you can't always see the freaking figures that underlie your emotions and stuff like that, but in dream plays and stuff like that you actually can. Now there's so much you gotta tap on when it comes to this psychology and spiritual thing, because it's deep, and then once we understand the depth, we can stop making it as deep and as scary and stuff like that, and just get used to it. And here's why it's important, because like bro, when you don't understand that psychology is spiritual, right? Angels and demons are just positive thoughts and negative thoughts, right? But here's why that's actually important. People normalize their negative thoughts and don't realize that you shouldn't do that, because if you keep on doing that, it's gonna lead you down a crazy behind path. Like, no, don't normalize your negative thoughts. That's literally what they would call a demon. You see what I'm saying? And it's like that's how your demons torment you, through your own negative thoughts. Like that's deep. You see what I'm like? That's actually very, very, very deep. But when we understand the depth of that, it starts becoming as deep, because you start learning how to control it and stop it. And it's like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But we gonna have to watch the PowerPoint, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just wait for